Exactly. Within the next few days, Frank, the FDA is demanding that e-cigarette companies come up with ways to keep their products away from underage smokers. The question is it too little, too late? Stand on a college campus for a few minutes and you won't be able to miss the e-cigarettes.
Like, see, that's another one right there. There you go. See, it's yeah, it's I mean, it's a new norm now, I want to say, which is not a good thing.
Even though e-cigarettes don't put off smoke like a traditional cigarette, doctors say they can still get people hooked on nicotine, potentially leading teens to those traditional cigarettes. But after using one of these devices, 20-year-old David Suarez says it's not a big step before inhaling dangerous smoke and tar.
I have friends that didn't even smoke a thing, like not even, and they kind of got started with e-cigs, and then now they start moving to real cigarettes.
The FDA's Mitch Zeller says 40% of high school students have used one already.
What the national data tells us, and this is no exaggeration, is that we have a growing epidemic of teenage use of e-cigarettes and similar products.
That's why Zeller says the FDA is taking action.
Scientists say it can change your brain.
An education campaign, The Real Cost, created these videos highlighting the dangers of e-cigarettes.
It can expose your lungs to acrolein.
The FDA is also making the leading e-cigarette companies come up with features to make it harder for young smokers to use their own products.
This is an industry that went unregulated for a long period of time by the FDA.
Scott Perlmutter is a lawyer who's represented people who use e-cigarettes. He says the steps the FDA is taking are good, but the FDA has been largely hands-off in the decade e-cigarettes have been around.
Even when they started regulating it, a lot of the public commentary was more along the lines of how this product is safer than traditional cigarettes and could help people quit cigarette usage.
But doctors say there isn't enough information about other effects to declare e-cigarettes less dangerous than traditional ones. Critics say the sweet flavors in e-cigarettes make it more likely to attract younger smokers. A statement from the industry's biggest company, Juul, says their products are only marketed to adults.
Which is the exact same thing that R.J. Reynolds said with Joe Camel back in the 1980s and 1990s.
And Scott says it was later clear in legal documents that marketing campaigns like Joe Camel were actually targeting those young smokers. I'm Kevin Barry, News 5.